Wherever improvements are necessary, whether infrastructural or otherwise, they'll be made to those areas under the portfolio of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources. That commitment by the minister responsible today during a tour of hubs for inter-island and international commerce, Potters Key and Arawak Key. Carla Palmer reports on what the minister found.
Having seen the fish fry at Arawak Key, up close and personal, Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources, the Honourable V. Alfred Gray, describes the facility as in pretty good shape. Apart from the need for improved landscaping, Minister Gray says he's pleased with the overall condition of the facility.
So in the next few days we will certainly ensure that the grounds of Arawak Key, particularly the grass, is cut, and we may need to change the kind of grass that is there. It looks almost like bush.
With hundreds of tourists and locals patronizing vendors there, Minister Gray says security should be increased.
A few days ago, they broke into the kitchen area of the tourism-operated facilities there and took most of the equipment. So security will be another concern for me, particularly after the general places are closed for business. There is no security other than the police station, which is close enough, but you know, thieves know when the police is on their beat.
At the Potters Key dock, the vital sea link to the family islands, farmers and fishermen, Mr. Gray is not impressed.
I am very unhappy with the condition of the stalls on Potters Key dock. I'm advised that most of them are inoperable. People have moved away from the stalls and putting their things basically on the ground. And I'm not sure the reason for that, but the stalls themselves need repair generally and painting.
Meantime, here at the Produce Exchange, officials rate the conditions here as less than ideal when it comes to the proper storage of produce.
This is not an ideal situation here, but it's a half-step measure. Ideal situation with the floors, of course, should have been floors and walls. All should be concrete. It should be sealed so that you're not going to get any contaminants going into it.
Simeon Pinder, Director of Agriculture, focused on the shortcomings of the Produce Exchange.
Ideal conditions, of course, means that you have to control temperature. You also have to control humidity. So in the case of onions, which is a dry product, you want to be able to remove humidity from the air and also keep the product dry. In the case of wet tomatoes and moist items, you want to be able to maintain the humidity level high enough to avoid shrinkage and wrinkling of the product.
Minister Gray says the government will engage in bids very soon for this work to be carried out. Carla Palmer, ZNS News.